If you work at a creative agency, your day probably looks something like this. 30 different tabs open, swapping between 3 different feedback platforms, and constant Slack pings asking for the latest version of your projects. It's unavoidable. Or is it? Today we're cutting through the noise with the 5 tools every creative agency should be using in 2025. These tools are built to speed up your workflow, simplify collaboration, and finally make your tools work for you, not against you. Starting with tool number 1, Frameio. You need to stop using a combination of Slack threads and Dropbox links to give feedback and review assets. Feedback gets jumbled, versions get mismatched, and nobody truly knows what stage a given project is at. Instead, house your feedback and review workflow in Frameio. Frameio lets clients and teammates leave feedback directly on the video timeline. They can draw on the screen, drop timestamped comments, and compare versions side by side. And because it integrates directly with Premiere Pro, After Effects, and DaVinci Resolve, editors can see notes appear right inside their timeline. No need to constantly export, upload, and resend files. It's fast, visual, and makes creative feedback actually feel collaborative again. Next up, let's talk about ClickUp. If you're managing multiple clients with overlapping deadlines and dozens of deliverables, ClickUp is the control center that keeps all of that on track. Unlike traditional project management tools, ClickUp is built for creative teams. You can map out campaign timelines, assign tasks to editors or designers, track approvals, and automate recurring steps like client check-ins or content uploads. And the best part is its customizability. You can build dashboards tailored to your agency's workflow, whether that's a content calendar, a video production pipeline, or a brand refresh roadmap. ClickUp gives your team a single place to see what's due, who's working on it, and what's holding it up. Teams don't just need project management though. They need a place to think visually. So let's talk about ideation, and that's where Miro comes in. Miro is a digital whiteboard built for collaboration. You can sketch ideas, map campaigns, organize brand assets, and invite teammates to contribute all in real time. It's like the virtual version of gathering around a wall covered in sticky notes. And it's not just for brainstorming. You can also use Miro for client presentations or content planning, keeping all of your creative discussions in one shared space instead of bouncing between apps. Now let's talk about the biggest bottleneck in any creative agency: sharing large files, which LucidLink fixes. From footage and 3D renders to layered PSDs and project files, your number one bottleneck is the files you work with. They're heavy, slow, and constantly clogging up your storage, but they don't have to be. This is where LucidLink comes in to create a shared, cloud-native file space that behaves like a local drive. It completely cuts out downloading, syncing files, or waiting on file transfers. Instead, you just drop your files into the LucidLink file space, and everyone on your team has immediate access to them, whether they're in the same office or halfway across the world. Designers, editors, and producers all working from the same live files without duplicates or version mix-ups. It's the fastest, most reliable way to keep large creative projects moving. Rounding out our list, we have Figma, which continues to be the gold standard for design collaboration. Whether you're designing social content, brand guidelines, or web layouts, Figma allows multiple creatives to work in the same file at once, with no overwriting and no waiting on saves. Clients can leave comments directly on designs, version history is automatic, and components make it easy to keep branding consistent across every deliverable. And now with Figma's new AI-powered tools, you can auto-generate layouts, color palettes, and mockups faster than ever before. Pro tip, keep your project structure and naming conventions consistent between tools. For example, if your Figma batches are organized by campaign or client, use those same folder names inside of LucidLink. And when you export your files, you can create a comment in Figma to link out to where those final exports are stored within LucidLink. This kind of mirrored structure keeps everything connected, makes collaboration frictionless, and helps your entire workflow move faster across every platform. So what are the best creative agency tools in 2025? Well, they're the ones that remove friction, like Frameio for seamless video feedback, ClickUp for creative project and production management, LucidLink for real-time cloud collaboration and storage, Miro for brainstorming and campaign ideation, and Figma for design collaboration and consistency. From ideation to delivery, each one of these tools solves a different part of the creative process. And when used together, they create a seamless, unified workflow for your creative agency. At the end of the day, creating the fastest workflow doesn't come from adding more tools. It comes from choosing the right tools that help keep your team organized and let you focus on the work itself. Subscribe to LucidLink for more tips and tricks that will help make your workflow actually flow.